Good Charles.
We should have a games night. I need to organize another one of those, I think. There's nothing better than getting like 4 boxes together.
You didn't come up with a topic?
Well, we came up with, me and Calvin were talking about a topic, but...
Let's hear it.
No, let's hear it from Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin, you talk.
Why is it that women always have to come in and dictate what a guy should be doing?
That's a good question.
Just like
Like,
offering...
oh, I don't like when you're playing video games, or I don't like when you're playing hockey or watching sports so much. Well, they'll try and tell you how to live your life.
Yeah.
I think what it is like, I could be completely wrong because I don't understand women anyways.
Yeah.
But
This is the woman haters
nobody
club.
really does.
It's like they I guess kind of need to control things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you think that's actually the case where they're because it's very common for a woman to criticize what you do with your spare time, even though it's something that won't even affect them in any way. So it's like if you're
that's true.
If you have like separate times or something like that with someone that you live with or whatever, and it's kind of like your own time.
I got this. I think it just dawned on me. Here it is. Here's my theory.
Okay.
Okay, you know how women are always like nature versus or nurturing type?
Yeah.
So once you're with a girl, like she's almost kind of instinctively looking after you. In a little bit, you know what she's
Mothering.
Not completely, but like she's like there to look after you, kind of point out when you're not really doing something you should be doing. So I think in terms of that, it's like, you know, if I just stay at home and play video games all day, I'm gonna get fat, and I don't know, bad things that happen to playing video games 12 hours a day.
That's not always the case. I used to get shit for working out too much.
Fair enough. But I mean, either way, like she's just kind of looking at you, and she's like, you're doing something that's bad for you. That's how she sees it, you know.
I don't know. This was my question. Is it that, or it's a case of they disapprove because you're doing something I didn't tell you to do?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's like
That's
when they see you.
I like your theory.
When they see you, they're like, you're doing something that is bad for you, and I think it's just them instinctively like, I should probably do something about that and not let you try to destroy your life.
Yeah, but that doesn't
I
really
think they
relate
see us
to
as projects to fix.
Maybe that could be it too.
or fuck up.
Yeah,
It's
like
no, it's
show
like the
off, you have to
Prometheus.
They gotta
Yeah.
fix the bad guys.
They have the Prometheus mentality where they're just like, oh, if they're fine already, we need to destroy them and then build them up in our own image.
Yeah.
Because like Orrie's theory doesn't really relate to what we were initially talking about.
Well, that's my theory, anyways.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that
How I
like you
feel
that's the good
Makes sense in that
the good
situation.
girl theory.
You know.
They want what they can't have.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
wish you could play games 12 hours
And,
a
yeah,
day
and
and
it's-
still look awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it's just like a case of controlling something that they don't, or if it's just like if it's that thing because like it's because you often from like girlfriends and stuff like that or just even random women, they'll give you their opinion on something that doesn't affect them in any way, and it's not like a bad thing. It's not like you're doing like fucking anything bad. It's just like you're doing something that they're not a part of. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just like they feel left out. Which
That's
is
kind of what
like-
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is that they're mad because you're not like spending time with them.
Because you know how you get that thing where so when I was married, if I went out with my friends and got drunk and had fun, my wife would be fucking pissed every time. I'd come home, she'd be like, "Oh, I hope you had fun," and give me like shit for like a whole day. She was a bitch. So
She was a-
she's not the best ambassador
record.
for women, like
For the
overall. But when she wanted to go out, I was like, yes, you go out, have fun. Like I I care about you and I want you to be happy, so you go out and just do your shit and have fun, and that makes me happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. And I don't know, she would come back, but like, and it's such a different thing where she'd be like, oh, we had so much fun, we went here and here, and I'm just like, awesome. I had a good night too. I just beat Mass Effect.
Awesome game. Awesome game. Loved it.
But it's like, it's weird. It's like, it's that different sort of mentality where you go out and have fun and that makes them mad. But if they go out and have fun, then like, why is there a problem with that? Like, I was always just like, good. I'm glad that you had a good night. And it's a vicious cycle too, because eventually I'd be like,
no one can
I'm glad
it out.
that you had a good night, and I would be reacting to it in a positive way for positive reinforcement purposely, so that I could use it for ammo later on when I went out and she gave me shit for it.
So you could be like,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I don't have
a,
I don't have a problem with you going out. Why are you giving me shit for just hanging out with my friends?
I don't know about that one.
But like I say, she was crazy. But
that could have a lot.
a lot of women are. Maybe it's not just.
Let's get Katie in here. We'll drill her.
Yeah.
Bad choice
Why?
of words,
Why?
Calvin. This is why you don't talk a lot.
That goes in the HR box.
Yeah.
Good thing we don't.
That's almost a pun in itself. So, do you guys know who the new HR person is?
Is it hired already?
I think so. I think.
I don't think so.
I don't actually know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. Shit.
I don't know. Haven't heard anything.
There's been a lot of new hiring going on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's weird. There's gonna be a lot of new faces around. Like there's a new tech guy.
I just saw that a couple days ago. I thought he was
sorry.
just...
Well, it's hard to tell with those guys, right? Because they're all locked in that room.
Locked in
And
there.
they don't come out. Like one day I was just like, who are these two Russian guys?
Oh yeah.
That's why they kick windows.
That was
try
that
and
was John. It's so funny though. So for anybody that doesn't
Yeah, I
notice, like
remember that.
someone had a temper tantrum in the office, and they like punched. I think first of all they like punched the window, and then he like kicked it. It was just like a spout of rage. Some people when they get mad just want to hit shit, right? I
That's
never really got that,
understandable.
but I've had a lot of friends that do that. And so now they put a sign on that big like thing that says in case of emergency break glass.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
I used to work in a call center, and
At least
like,
have, you know, so
it was not
Yeah.
uncommon to see someone like smash their keyboard and like ran their head into the wall, like all kinds of crazy shit.
I know, like
it was like wow, we had to do customer service for internet tech support, like
Yeah,
in the
okay.
States. That was
I get that a lot myself, to be honest. Like, when I get really mad.
But you want to punch something?
Yeah.
I don't get
But
it.
now I have a punching bag, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Just
I
sit there and wait for
Nice.
That is good. Like it's good to have an outlet. I always feel like I have a better peace of mind. Gerald, come say hi.
Are you joining us?
No.
No. Says no.
he just packs me.
He's like, edit out my name.
Fuzz it. Fuzz my face.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it's. I definitely feel like more balanced when I've been fighting stuff like that regularly. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't get mad, really, usually.
That's good.
I used to have that when I was young.
Yeah, that's it.
Punched a tree, I broke my finger.
You punched a tree?
Yeah, snowboarding.
Didn't nail that trick. Pow.
Or he just ran into
Were you like snowboarding, or just like?
No, just idiots at the bottom of the hill, not moving, like they're just sitting there, like
But that is the worst. I hate those people.
I almost hit him. I was just so mad. Just like I had to like swerve and like fall down to just avoid hitting them.
I don't know how many times like I had to tell people like when you're at the bottom of a jump, when you can't see them. You know.
Yeah.
So like you come down, and there's so many times I'm like, you might want to move.
Common sense, get the fuck out of
almost
the
hit
way.
you. Just saying,
Yeah.
you might want to move next time.
It's understandable
It's like
for people
can't
that
see
like
shit,
have
yeah.
just bailed and they're still picking themselves up.
No,
right? It's not a
because
good place
I
to hang
understand
out,
that.
right?
I mean, even when you bail, you know, when I bail off a jump or whatever, like first thing you do, you get up and you like
Get out of the way.
You crawl to the side if you
Get out
have
of the
to.
way.
Yeah, because there could be someone like 10 feet behind you, right?
Broken
Like-
legs, you just crawl.
Like you crawl, hey,
Army style.
Just leave your board.
your legs might be broken, but you know, you get hit with a snowboard across the face or something. It's gonna be a lot worse.
I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know why. I was just like thinking about like the worst things that could happen, snowboarding and stuff. And it's like if you bail on a trick in like a high traffic place, if someone's like bored ran over you if you get like a Bond villain scar or something like
I
that.
doubt it. I mean,
Because
No,
also
you
the
would-
reason
you
I thought of
would
that is
lose a
because like
good
last
chunk
time I
of
went
your
up
face.
last time I went boarding last weekend up to the Kiska, it kind of cut up the bottom of my board a bit just because like the snow's not great obviously, but it also like scratched up a bit of my, like the rims, the side, and like that shit is jagged, man. Like if that rolled across your face, it would slice into it pretty good.
I don't know. Tough call. Not really.
There's some metal on the edge, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think it depends on speed and like your situation. Anything that'll really cut through you.
If we ever see you come into
I don't
work
think we
with
really-
like this huge scar with
I'll be like, guys, it happened.
So the guy would have to come at you like this way.
Well, no, like there's a lot of spots in Lake Louise where there's like really cool, just like kind of lips that you can fuck around on the
moguls.
yeah, just on like normal tracks.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like practicing 360s on those and stuff, and then like kind of going up and coming down. But I was like, what if I fucked up? My head is there, and someone else is just like bombing down there, and like
go off one. Yeah, I made it, and then hit the other one like a jump, and then you fucking fall through.
We'll never know till it happens.
Man, I don't know. So are you coming on the 10th? Snowboarding, that is, not sexually.
Undecided, I guess.
Possibly both.
Possibly both at the same time.
You have it planned?
Hmm?
You have it planned?
Yeah.
10th is Friday?
When do you guys?
The 10th is Saturday.
Saturday.
So basically, this time next week, not this time next week, Saturday next week. This time next week. Well, I was thinking this time next week we'll be going tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's
I'll see. Like I haven't really decided. Me and my buddy has been talking about it.
your friend's name is Hasbin.
Have been talking about it. So
It'll be
I guess
fucking
on the
sweet.
radar. Nothing else.
How about you, Cal?
Yeah. I need a rental.
I was
though.
thinking about it. I same thing. I don't have my own board or any equipment, and I don't have a vehicle either.
I have a. Well, we can figure that shit out. I think I might convince Mark to go, but otherwise the twins are there, and I might be able to give a couple guys a ride.
How far away is this movie?
3 hours? 2 hours?
So are you guys
2
planning on
hours.
staying? Like, are you renting a place or?
Nah, if there was more people, I was gonna plan it, but everyone's sort of like, yeah, they're all like
So it'd just
maybes
be
and
a-
shit.
This is
Come
not
up
what
and
this is
come
not what the podcast is about. Talk about
Like, planning.
What is it?
Yeah.
That's not what our podcast is about.
Someone, poor bastard, watching this going.
Yeah, our viewers are quickly going down.
The social committee. What am I watching this for?
So you beat Mass Effect 3 or?
Yeah, I beat it. I beat it a while
What'd
ago.
you choose for an ending?
Spoiler alert. Okay, well, the first time, what did I choose? I think I chose to destroy everything. Like, this is before they had the add-on ending, so it didn't really explain anything. Have you guys beat it? Played it?
No,
I haven't played it.
I haven't touched it yet. But like, I'm a big Mass Effect guy, and
Okay, maybe I won't say too much then.
yeah, you can be vague, just like actually, I don't know.
Apparently,
Apparently that's the problem. Apparently that's the problem. Mass Effect 3. All the endings are like very predictable.
That's what I
Generic.
like.
sort of, yeah.
I didn't mind it. I wasn't mad. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many people that are like, "This is an outrage. How could you do this?"
Yeah,
That was
well,
like
it's-
4
Yeah, but did you hear that first and then play the game?
Yeah.
Because then you kind of go into it with lower expectations.
Yeah, I played it like when it first
That's
came
my
out.
fault.
But still, I mean, I wasn't horribly mad. You know?
Well, some people are like, there's like fucking chronic people with their expectations of like how shit should be, and they complain about anything, right? Like The Dark Knight Rises, everyone's like, it's like still a good fucking movie. Then they're like, well, it wasn't as good as The Dark Knight. But what I
Fair enough.
say is that
Yes, that's
I honestly
very
think it's
rarely
true.
going to happen.
I say
It's true. but-
I'd say it's like as good, but it was a different movie. It was completely different, and I respect them for doing that because they didn't try to like remake it. They just did it differently.
Yeah.
And I don't know, whatever. Like it's if you go into anything with like too high expectations, then it's always gonna suck.
I have the lowest expectations.
Well, you know what?
for
Besides the
everything.
point, I still
Everything in
think
life.
That's how I go.
Everything
was
in
an
life.
awesome game. Like,
The first
I
one.
went to sleep on the
all
bed
three
today.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Granted, the last 10 minutes of the last one was, you know,
Sweet.
the ending is definitely could have been a lot better. But
I can't even remember it.
you know, 90% of the game is awesome. You know, it's I'm not mad for buying the game at all. I'm not mad for spending countless hours on it. Like,
Yeah, see, I thought
it's like an awesome game, an awesome story.
I was disappointed by how long it wasn't. Like the first one, I thought it was gonna like last me a really long time, and it took me like 22 hours to do a playthrough the first time. And the second one was pretty much the same, if not a little bit less. So, but I thought it was like gonna be the next Oblivion or something like that, where you can just play it for 6 months and it's like never ending.
Which one was that?
Not quite Mass Effect.
I don't know.
Because
Oh,
they're
no,
both
games
BioWare,
like that.
right?
Yeah,
Is Oblivion? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's BioWare.
So someone was like, "It's Oblivion in space." Oh, and it was just like my mind created a better game than what
What it was.
So never have expectations. Keep them low.
Yeah, exactly.
Moral
Like
of
I'm
the
gonna watch.
story.
I'm watching the
Make sure you
new.
can step over your expectations.
my plan for tonight is to watch the new Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
And see how bad it was.
Yeah, I'll probably enjoy it because I.
Oh, the new one. I heard it wasn't too bad. Or was that
Really?
something else?
Not
Not playing Judge Dredd. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard Judge Dredd was.
I'm excited about that too.
I don't remember Judge Dredd. I think I
still
watched
remember
it, but I
the
don't
first
really
one.
remember it at all.
I remember that I was like what that movie means to me is like when I first moved to England, they were filming it because it was filmed in London, and because of that, they always have the Regent Street lights. Is like one of the main streets in like downtown London. They turn on like the Christmas lights, and a celebrity does it every year. And that year it was Stallone because they were filming it there. So that's my.
Was he dressed as Judge Dredd?
No, he's probably dressed like fucking Rocky or something.
It's really cool though.
Oh my God! So Rena, the other day, do you guys know how Rena doesn't know anything?
In terms of.
I didn't know that.
Let's go with that one.
In terms
Why
of
do you
like sort
change
of
your
pop
name for
culture,
this,
like
or?
movies, actors, music, just like
Yes,
common
I know
knowledge.
what you mean.
Okay.
Because like someone will say something, it's like I've never heard of that band. Oh, is it Paul McCartney? You should know who Paul McCartney is. When we were all going to buy tickets.
Yeah,
for
well,
that.
yeah, no, she knew
It's like,
she
who's
knew
Paul McCartney?
she knew of Paul McCartney, but
Like she
we-
probably heard the name, but she didn't know that he was.
We're just bashing coworkers.
Yeah, but we had to tell her.
Please cut.
Yeah, we had to tell her that he was from the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I was just
remember
like,
that
so
day.
because I know that she knows nothing, I was just like, so can you name the other Beatles? She was like, there's like 4 of them.
Curly Mo.
And I was like, I think she came up with Ringo on her own.
Yeah, I remember she did say.
And I was like, okay, first of all, you come up with that. And I was just like, who's the other guy? It was like John something. She was like, I don't know. It's like, John Lennon? You don't know fucking John? She didn't know who Tom Cruise was. Like, who the fuck doesn't know Tom? Like, there's like third world countries that like worship Tom Cruise.
Worship Tom Cruise.
They're all
Like-
Scientologists.
Yeah.
But anyways, where was I going with this? Like, basically,
Take a seat, sir.
uh,
If you have a topic to talk about. And bring your condom. Yeah,
Weedum,
that's sure.
a Weedum.
Yeah.
Bring your skin.
Mm-hmm.
It shakes just right.
Your wee skin.
That's the conversation condom. You have to
Jeez.
hold it when you want to talk.
Please hand me the condom.
But yeah, so
I
I was
watch
talking
your
about
hands.
Rocky, and I think like on average we talk about Rocky at least once a week, or something like that. We
You
like
guys
make
talk
reference
about
to it.
Rocky a lot.
Well,
And I've been
movies
here
of
for
all
a
time.
year, and like she was just like, "Are you not talking? Is there a movie called Just Rocky?" She's like the whole time she thought I was talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was like,
It's
no,
like
fucking
Stallone's
like
on it,
Rocky,
man.
yeah, it's like Sylvester
No, that's the
Stallone.
sequel.
Fucking Rocky?
No,
Oh, what?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
What are you talking about?
It's the sequel to Rocky.
Sequel of Rocky.
Oh, right, of course.
Didn't know.
Everyone knows
There's
that.
a Russian.
How was your movie thing yesterday? Any highlights?
Awesome.
The other day.
It was on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
The
it is.
competition thing, because Ewan was there, right?
Yep. Yeah, we had some really good ones, and we had some real
Shit.
rotten ones.
Was it the 28 hour or
48 hours. They had 48 hours. All the teams meet up in one place. They say, you get this theme, you get this prop. You have 48 hours
Oh,
to
really?
make a horror film about it.
Yeah.
So
So did you guys just like not sleep for those 48 hours and just kept working, or
Might as well.
I didn't make a film, so I didn't have to worry about that.
what did
No,
you do?
it's
Were you like
Just
an
the
actor?
filmmakers had.
You just kind of organized the whole.
I was just kind of like on the outskirts of it, like helping out, because my buddies were putting it on, and I was helping from the periphery, I guess you could say.
Mm.
Is that the same as the 24-hour one they did like I think it was last year.
Kind of, but
What? It wasn't a horror movie
But
though.
another 20.
I don't know. There could have been one. I don't
Realize
know.
that
There's
one
one
was
coming,
not
but
too bad.
it's like touring.
You gotta give it
Like
another
there's,
day.
I think the first place prize is like 10 grand for this one.
it was
But,
like,
like,
what was
it's
it,
all
5,000
over.
for that one or something?
No. It was there was just some reward packages that were donated.
You get some a bag of candy.
What was the really bad one? Like, it just
Was it
didn't
so bad
have
it was
any
good?
sense of story. Like,
There was
Bad
one
acting.
that.
How long did they have to be? Like, what was the minimum sort of length?
4 minutes was the maximum. 2 minutes short. So you had to be within 2 to 4 minutes.
All right,
So to get your idea across.
that's interesting.
There was one that some chick was being chased through the woods, and it was some guy in a white hoodie who was summoned as a demon, I guess.
I guess. That's what I gathered from the
So it was
information.
just this guy just like popping up. And
Oh,
she was
really?
like, and then he just like pop up again.
Was it like shaky cam, like Blair Witch?
No.
Style?
No.
Cell phone?
It was pretty trained. It was pretty trained. Like, I mean, they trained the camera pretty good, but they broke the line so many times, and they were
cut.
Yeah.
I can see the boom.
Seen the
Yeah.
boom mic, yeah.
No one on the screen.
Well, there was no like really acting involved either. There's another one where this girl was missing, and it was a bunch of these kids that were acting as like, I guess they lived on their own, and they were missing, and she wasn't back for a while. And the cops were looking for her, and then the acting was so bad. It's like, I can't wait any longer. I am going to find her and bring her back here.
Yeah, Ewan was telling me about
like
like
a porn.
the thing because he said he was there or something, but he was just like his main thing was just some of the actors were so bad, and he wasn't praising himself, but he was like, I could have done a better job. I suck balls at acting. So he was saying like some of it was all right, but like some of the performances were just unbelievably atrocious.
There were some that were actually there's one troupe that actually won the competition, and their acting
that'd be
was really good. Yeah.
That's the rule of the room. It's like it's weird when I'm in here and we're not filming because I'm just like,
Just
need to
reach for an imaginary beer.
I mean, I guess if you only have 48 hours, like you really don't have that many times to take that many shots of it, right?
Yeah. You'd have to really plan it out good.
Could you take a look at something with me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, you might need the pump.
Does this look infected?
It just keeps leaking semen. Oh, so I got an interesting like going on from that in a weird way. So I'm planning on getting a vasectomy when I'm 35, or kind of like 35 is the last year I would ever really want to have kids.
Well,
It's on the old dusty trail.
I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail.
But apparently,
He's where I draw the line.
my girlfriend sent me like, cause she's doing like physiotherapy, so she's learning like weird like random body stuff. And they had a pain module sort of lecture the other day, and there's one guy who had a vasectomy, and he gets like he has daily pain from his like nutsack. Or,
Really?
Yeah, like they hit nerves or something like that. And apparently, it's kind of semi-common to have a side effect of just like groin pain.
For how long?
The rest of your life. So,
I didn't know that. I thought it was like a pretty clean cut operation, and they can like reverse it really easily.
I don't know, like the reversal thing is.
No, that's like reconstructive
Is the
surgery.
woman one
pretty
that's
much.
reversible then? One of them's like reversible, isn't it?
Well, I think there's a way, because you know how there's the tubes tied sort of way of saying it.
Yeah.
They usually don't like tie them. I think maybe they like. I actually have no idea.
Tie them
I'm
both.
assuming that maybe they used to.
All you have to do is pull.
It's got a like big pink like breast cancer bow around it. But no, like as far as I know, they cut it, and they could reconstruct it. I suppose if you really wanted, or I'm just like if you really want to have kids, just like take some of that shit from like with a needle out of your balls.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That sounds painful, man. They do stick a needle in.
It sounds like a rare thing to happen though.
I know. Like I have a lot
like
of.
my dad's done it after 3 kids.
Yeah, my dad's had it done. My best friend has it done, and he's like 28.
You never had any problems?
No, he's fine.
I've
He's
never
just
heard
like, he thinks it's the shit.
that's an issue, that you have pain there.
I know. I think my girlfriend's just trying to like dupe me into having more kids.
Oh yeah, probably. There's they also say sometimes the nutsack drops off, falls off.
And you anally prolapse.
But
You have urethra prolapse out of your
I think it's
dick.
about a 50% chance.
That sucks, man.
People are still going for it.
You're like walking to work and it just like falls out the side of your pants.
You're like, what the hell? You're like,
Well, that's gross. That reminds me of like
just walk away casually. It's like, excuse me, sir,
Dude, you dropped your balls.
You dropped your
balls.
testicles. It reminds me of
And
Hot
I'm not
Shots
saying
too when he
that.
meets the guy and his like balls
Metaphor.
drop out of his pants. Would you? Well, you're a bit young, right?
Yeah, not at the moment.
It's like having kids is good, but limiting, like once you reach a certain number, it's a good thing to cut off that probability of an accident.
Yeah.
Because I hate it when you go to fucking Walmart and you see people with 8 kids and they're all retarded. It's like, didn't you like think maybe you should stop after having 3 retarded kids?
You
Yeah.
really need to be like financially like well off to be able to support the kid.
Yeah.
But
If
some
you're
of
just
like,
popping
That's the
them
thing, I
out.
don't think about
like-
having a kid right now at all.
how old are you?
25.
That's when I had my first kid. But I'm not exactly a great example for responsibility or
Yeah, no,
planning.
I didn't have a kid.
Yeah, 25 was a weird year for me. Started a company, had a kid, got married.
It's a lot of like growing up stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like loss of innocence type thing.
Yeah. I used to be really immature. You guys want to play some video games?
Sweet cherry.